the old NWA, Mid-Atlantic federations and the storylines they used back then, and you know, Japan and other things have influenced him. And yeah, overall, I think he's a really smart booker.
Would you ever consider opening a promotion or running the show?
I would.
And you have a training program called Shark Tank?
That's right.
You want to plug that?
Absolutely. Anybody who wants to learn how to be a professional wrestler, you know, this is the place to come in Southern Ohio. I'm using a facility in Hamilton, Ohio. It's a 15-week course, very reasonably priced. You can find out everything you want to know about it, again, by visiting sharkboy.net. We have a class that starts in July, so depending on when you see this, that's July 2004. Hopefully there'll be other classes after that, but
how many times a week do you run?
3 times a week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we train.
Okay. If you didn't wrestle, what would you do for a living?
I don't know. I have a background in journalism, and I actually have a degree in communication, so I could go into another form of promotions or public relations type work. But you know, right now, I just, you know, it'd be hard for me to imagine doing anything but being a wrestler.
Would you probably get into that, like if you ever retire?
Into
like journalism or writing?
Possibly, yeah. Writing has always been a love of mine as well. I would love to get involved in Hollywood some way. You know, working with movies, TV.
Stuntman, maybe? Or
Stuntman. I've definitely got the background for it.
Canyon was into that too, right?
Yeah.
He did all the stunts for a couple movies.
Right. He was Oliver Platt stand-in and Ready to Rumble. Every time you saw Oliver Platt fighting Diamond Dallas Page, it was really Canyon fighting Diamond Dallas Page.
You ever would like to go to Japan?
I would love to. I've never been.
You ever get contacted about possibly going over there at all?
You know, nibbles, nothing real firm, nothing real.
How about Mexico?
Again, you know, I've talked to some people, but never been the right time, right situation.
Or Puerto Rico?
Same type thing. Yeah, probably even closest to Puerto Rico than the other two, honestly.
Any future plans? Like, you know, you'd like to announce or anything? Like here, besides like the Shark Tank?
Yeah, they got the Shark Tank thing going on, you know. And again, you know, you can find out about that at the website, sharkboy.net. You can go there also to find out where I'm going to be. I'm going to be at a town near you anytime soon. There's a schedule page there. You can email me from there. You can post on the message board. All my T-shirts and other goodies are available there. So
the next stage is word association.
Okay.
And that's it. Just any memories or comments on any of these people.
Okay.
If you don't want to say anything, just
pass. Okay.
Madman Pondo.
Oh wow, what a place to start. Madman Pondo is the first guy to ever do this.
So he came up with that?
Well, yeah. It was, you know, he messed with me in the locker room, and I told him, I said, you know what, I'm going to do that in my match tonight and see if I can get the fans to do it. And that was 7 years ago. So.
What do you think of him on Jerry Springer?
Nothing surprises me. Pondo does nothing.
Chad Collier.
Great wrestler, one of my favorite opponents.
Matt Striker.
Another very solid, very good worker. He's another one I would rate as a future star along with Nigel.
Eddie Guerrero.
Probably the most famous and/or talented guy I've ever been in the ring with. I actually got to work a match with Eddie.
Yeah. Billy Kidman.
He was also in that match, yeah, and just a great wrestler, and also a good friend. He and Canyon are really good friends too. It's kind of a deal where we hang out some in Atlanta together.
B.J. Whitmer.
Another great wrestler. Also would have to be ranked as a future star of the business.
Cash Flow.
Cash Flow. One of my earliest friends in the business. He was working for IWA Ian same time I was there. Good, nice guy.
Ace Steel.
Ace Steel, great wrestler from the Chicago area, I think originally.
Yeah.
Just one of the all-around best in the Indies.
Chuck Palumbo.
Chuck Palumbo, very nice guy. He was one of the Power Plant alumni that I was there with. Glad to see he's got a spot up there. I wish they would do more with him because he deserves it. Great look, great, Very good in the ring.
Mark Jindrak.
Jindrak, another nice guy. Power plant. I went there with him. Great sense of humor. Always joking around, cutting up.
Mike Sanders.
Mike Sanders, just a world-class smartass and a hell of a good friend.
What's he doing now? He hasn't.
Somebody brought him up. Everybody's been bringing him up to me lately, and I really don't know what to say to that other than the last that I'd heard, he'd kind of gotten away from the business for a while.
Okay. Jamie Noble.
Great wrestler. Another one I would rank up there with Chad Collier, Chris Canyon, Eddie Guerrero in terms of one of my all-time favorite opponents.
Jeremy Lopez.
Another really good worker. Dean Malenko student. Could probably stand to improve his interview skills, but as far as his technical ability, top notch.
Psychosis.
Real thrill getting to work with him when I was in WCW. Had a Saturday night match with him, and it was a learning experience for sure.
Was there a communications problem? Does he speak English?
A little bit English.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did you guys have enough to work with?
Yeah, we were okay. Yeah.
Silver King.
Now he was a little more of a language barrier, but what a thrill! And to get my hand raised in that match. The guy was a legend in Mexico. It's probably one of my biggest wins in my career.
Kaz Hayashi.
Kaz Hayashi, super nice guy. Spent some time in the HWA training facility with him when HWA had the WWE developmental deal. Also trained with him at the power plant some in Atlanta. Super guy. Abyss was from Cincinnati. He was trained at the rival promotion, so we weren't allowed to play together for several years.
What was that company?
The NWF, Northern Wrestling Federation. Roger Ruffin, it's his group.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Well, Roger and Les were sort of at odds. They both had their setup, their promotion, and so Abyss wasn't somebody I was able to really get to know until TNA. Yeah. Chris Harris too. He falls in that category.
Kid Cash.
Super guy. Met him out in LA for the first time. A group out there booked us together, and somebody I like to hang out with at TNA. Definitely nice guy.
Michael Shane.
Michael Shane, very talented, up-and-coming, future star. All of those things are true of him. I wish they would focus less on the Shawn Michaels thing because he doesn't need it. He's good enough on his own.
Does he get irritated with that at all, or is he just?
I don't think so. I think he's going with the flow. Now David Flair gets irritated, with Michael Shane.
How's David Flair?
David Flair, I roomed with him for a month in England, got to know him really well. Just a great guy. I feel sorry for him in a lot of ways. I compare him to the son of Muhammad Ali. Talk about a shadow to have to get out of.
Yeah. He's getting married, recently, right?
Well, somebody told me that too. Another guy I lost touch with and I would love to talk to. Call me, Dave.
Swinger and Diamond?
Great guys. Swinger was in WCW when I was there, so I got to know him pretty well at the Saturday night shows.
He was really an underrated guy.
Absolutely, yeah. Good talent. And Simon, what a deal, what charisma, just a great talent, ECW regular, obviously, and somebody I got to know really well on the tour in Europe when we went over there with WWA.
Sonny Siaki?
Sonny's another one of those guys that people have pegged as, future of the industry, and well, he's sure got a lot of the tools. I wouldn't be surprised.
The Harris brothers?
Harris brothers. I had a rivalry with them in TNA, worked with them several weeks in a row. Very physical.